great sign for Texas Tech that Kerwin Walton makes an early three.
He'll try another.
Even didn't work.
Now they're going to run a play right here for Kerwin Walton. Not only is he hot, they want to make Walter Clayton Jr. work on the defensive end of the floor because they know how good he is offensively.
On the fly inside is Toppin.
Well, that's the kind of guys you need, Will Richard. You need two-way players at this level. Guys you can count on at both ends.
Hawkins to Toppin is back in the game. This is a three.
The boards.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like this first one over here, you got to hit them because they have the size advantage. So
Just couldn't knock it down. He's 4 for 11 on the day.
It's picked up by Toppin. Intended for Chinyelu. Hawkins will be there. The screen on Clayton. Screen roll with Toppin.
Chinyelu did a nice job that time.
It's a three from Toppin. Got it! Big 12 Red Raiders.
Well, that's Texas Tech basketball right there. Their mantra, toughest team wins, and you can see how they were battling on that possession.
Hawkins here, Toppin screen, cross-court Williams firing a three.
It's really going to be a telling factor.
Hawk will take it, toggling his way inside. Knocked away with great defense.
Federico.
He's got a couple blocks. McMillan free to fire.
Wow, they have missed
Kentucky.
Now, when he came to Arkansas, Mike Haywood, the fine sports information director in Arkansas, introduced himself, and he said his name. Hi, I'm Edu Thero, and he said, what? And he pronounced it. It was Thiero at Kentucky.
Yes. Oh, up high! He's an important player for him. We thank you for that. At versus St. John's, he had 16 points in that win. They go inside the alley-oop and a beautiful floating.
To think these threes for Arkansas are going to stop going in the basket at this rate.
No shot clock, just the game clock, and the Red Raiders will work it. It's Hawkins. Williams, three. Good! Boy, they
big-time move right there against a very good defender. He's got 21 points.
Red Raiders have 9 players with NCAA tournament experience, and inside one of them is right there. Toppin catch, dance on the perimeter. He'll work into Hawkins. He'll kick in the corner. Brazil, three, no. Rebound, pulled down by JT Toppin. And Hawkins in the corner of three. Good!
Initiate. And Yao up top to Abreu for three. No good. And Toppin with his first rebound.
All their offense is built on space, cuts, unselfish handle of the basketball.
And there's Toppin. They want to get him engaged. Back to Sturtz. Sturtz backing his way in. Fadeaway jumper, no good. It just squeezed off the side of the rim.
Good D by Hawkins.
He's not the biggest guy on the floor, but he certainly is in your grill. Toppin spinning, throwing, backing.
You let him get to that run. That's why you and I got along so well, right? At the jump.
Sturtz off the glass. And he's had a couple of shots that have come in and out. Another rebound for Toppin.
JT Toppin just is gobbling up these.
There he goes. Laid it in, a little finger roll. That's where the turnover happens. Williams is back in for Texas Tech.
As much of a rhythm team that Drake is on the offensive end, this is right here where they need to get their rhythm back by getting a few stops so they can get something easy.
He is 7 for 8 already, and he still has 3 minutes and 29 seconds left.
Hawkins to Williams. Williams off the glass, and it's good.
When he gets to wheeling and dealing in the middle of the floor, you got to put a little bit more pressure, make him feel you on the defensive end.
There's the help for Toppin. Slip pass underneath, and another assist from Live. Download it now. 8-3 early going. 2 turnovers already for the Seahawks. Oh, is he feeling it? It's a heat check. Yeah, it's good. 9 points.
8 guys on the floor already. Get everybody a little bit of a run and a sweat in the NCAA tournament.
McGriff has done a nice job, and I like this. One down low, and now he should be able to get an open three.
Overton, he'll fire a three. It's good. The lefty wide. 8 minutes. Ross open for three. A little too strong. And Hawkins with his second board.
Numbers.
Three again from the left wing. It's good. Curry. has brought them back within 4. Hodge fadeaway jumper, in and out.
That was a good shot.
And I like the call from the bench to give him another opportunity. See if he can get going.
Walton for 3. That ends an 0 for 7. McGriff in the paint. McGriff throws up a hook shot. He did just throw it up. And Hawkins up the floor. Hodge thought about cutting him off.
He did a good job getting in front of him.
Anderson, more's on him. Back to Walton. Hawkins down low to Toppin. Toppin. There's the hedge. Toppin, athletic, gets the bounce off the rim. He has 6. McGriff into the paint, going against Federico, who has 3 fouls. Can't get it to go, and Williams with the rebound. Hawkins pushing. Hawkins goes to Walton for 3. Splashes.
Tucking his shoulders like.
He's found a rhythm, and he has size.
Walton again. That one is good.
How he shoots it like that because he has a quick trigger.
You got to be on his hip.
Toppin in the paint. Toppin. That's a tough shot. That is a to the baseline. Hodge bounce pass to Moore. Short.
Good cut by Moore. Couldn't finish.
Here's Williams off the glass. You know, they have they've already taken a tournament record 41 threes. Toppin. They try to go inside. Anderson skips it to Hawkins. Bounce pass down low. Toppin just lays it in with 2.
And now shot clock is under 10. Bradley, that rims off. Overton in transition, buries a 3.
He makes a big difference because now when you bring Basar and Lewis off the bench, you really got 7 starters.
Kick out Hawkins. Lob and the throwdown. Federico.
They draft him. This kid's really talented.
Basar tipping it, and eventually it's Hawkins. Lob here. Overton puts it home. Lead back to 7 for Arizona. And Overton.
And Henry's showing a little emotion.
Basar with 6. The lead is 7. Walton, corner 3. Got it. For Baylor.
You see how they're spacing the floor out and just isolating Norchad O'Meara down low underneath the hoop.
JT Toppin stepping out for 3. And the reverse miss by Robert Wright III inside. Here come the Red Raiders. Erwin Walton. Corner 3, a chance for 4. All 8 for Baylor. Texas Tech, after missing their first shot, has made 5 in a row. 6 in a row. 5 years alongside Scott Drew in Waco. Elijah Hawkins stumbling.
JT Toppin out of the game.
But attack in the basket. Federico. Doing their work inside. Texas Tech 6 of 8 from 3 as Darian Williams the miss, but got his own miss. And the putback off the heel of the rim, but another offensive rebound.
Coach Drew was just saying they were rebounding the ball well, not on this possession.
Darian Williams, 3!
He deserved it. You get 2 offense.
T. Toppin and the kick out.
Great ball movement.
Wide open. And missing everything, Chance McMillan, but kept alive by Texas Tech.
That's the conference player of the year, diving out of bounds to secure this extra possession.
Darian Williams makes him pay. VJ Edgecombe, his first points of the night. Back the other way, Christian Anderson nails a 3. 9. First turnover by Texas Tech, and it spins out for Jaden Nunn.
The last thing you want to do is get VJ Edgecombe in a situation where they can isolate and attack. Grant McCaslin is really good at trying to play advantage-disadvantage. If he has a disadvantage, he's going to look for the advantage spot that he has out on the floor. I'd throw to Federico right now. He's got VJ edge going on him, just duck in. But Federico's standing behind him, allowing him to push him out of the way.
Darian Williams, fourth.
Saw it and went after it right away.
Elijah Hawkins, 5 on the timer. The lob for JT Toppin, who lays it in.
Their attack from the three-point line, they got all the way to the rim. Texas Tech does a really good job defensively, getting that pack line, staying inside the three-point line, getting in the gaps, taking away your driving lanes.
Shot clock down to 7.
No movement. Hawkins is asking guys to move, and nobody's cutting and moving without the ball.
Kerwin Walton fires from the corner.
Well, I'd start listening.
You're looking for the people's elbow right there?
No people's elbow, because that's going to be an ejection probably if that happened. Remind me, Stephanie's Places airs on ESPN Plus, brand new show in the lifetimes of WWE superstars.
Shot clock at 10. 7-point game, the closest Baylor has been since it was 25-18. But now it's a 9-point game as JT.
Basketball right over the top of the white square. Soft touch, beautiful finish, and a beautiful jumper.
Tough to recover from those losses, and this season has shown how hard it is.
But his team's playing hard, and that's one thing everyone can appreciate.
Chance McMillan.
On the floor, take it from top of the tee to top of the key, and then just make a simple little kick out to the right, finds his partner for the easy jumper.
Speaking of finding their partners for the...
True that.
Nice, I got a true dat. I like that. I haven't gotten a true dat in a while.
You got to earn those true dats. I just don't give those out easily, Pete.
Toppin. Wow, how about that, Federico?
They'd have had to bring in a armored truck.
Danny and the Miracles. It's that time of year, right?
March Madness. Gotta love it.
Anderson finds Toppin. Wisely finds Hawkins. Hawkins gets a screen from Toppin, whips it across to Darian Williams. You know that's going up, and you know it's going.
Right, this is like a 3-point game with about 4 minutes to go in the first half, and all of a sudden, the Red Raiders just with a barrage of threes and dunks, and they blow this thing up to a double-digit advantage.
Oh!
Yeah, like I said, this kid, you know, from where he was in January, where he is now. I mentioned in the Ivy League, 2,000 points. You don't just do that without being able to play. It took him a while to get used to the physicality and gain some confidence at this level.
Oh, JT Top, nice finish. A lot of fighting these guys.
Well, I gave credit to the big man's coach over there at Texas Tech. Let me give Danny Manning a little credit too, because between Dak, Jobe, and Malone, he's got some guys that can flash the footwork down low as well.
Overton fakes, reloads off the wing.
A sloppy pass that time by Elijah Hawkins. You cannot have live ball turnovers against the Kansas Jayhawks in this building and expect them not to dunk it at the other end.
And a 3, the stroke from
these 3 games of who they might be in March.
Kansas has closed it within 1. As Texas Tech is scoreless for about 4 minutes. JT Toppin ends the drought for the Red Raiders. Dickinson has it stripped by Chance McMillan. Racing up the floor, Texas Tech. McMillan to the bucket, flips it up and in. Jay Adams from the high post.
The difference in the success of these two teams in this game. Kansas, everything coming towards the basket for them. Meanwhile, everything coming from beyond the arc for Texas Tech. He's going to shoot it.
And he's going to make it.
Tonight here at United Supermarkets Arena, an undermanned Texas Tech team trying to knock off Houston for the 2nd time this year. Red Raiders with the ball. Kerwin Walton gives off to Hawkins. 3-point Houston advantage as we start the second 20 minutes. Hawkins to the corner and Walton. And we're tied.
Deal.
Uzan with the good hands. Cryer can't hit. Cryer pops out on Hawkins. Good look inside.
They've shut the door defensively, and they're just methodically picking Texas Tech apart.
Feed inside Overton. Off the window and in.
There's a shot.
Walton. Walton catch and shoot. Gets another.
He's 30% on the year, but much more comfortable when he's putting it on the bounce, scoring around the rim. They've limited those inside touches and looks.
The lob, nice touch around the bucket. Hansberry turning the corner. Hawkins, lead pass, Overton, one-on-one, Euro step, and the finish. The first three in this half for the Mountaineers. That's Auer who puts it through. Cutting down the middle, Anderson, that's too easy. Tenner stripped by Hawkins. Texas Tech on the break. $70-49.
Just impressed with the overall performance from the Red Raiders. Slow start to this game, and then just put the pedal to the metal and never look back.
To be good, and you look at the development he's made in here since November, I think it's outstanding.
Darian Williams, easy. No commuting. Foul. That's a tough bucket for Fashawn Ouellette coming off.
And that's a tough play.
14-point performance.
Freshman having to guard him. He gives him a little shoulder bump. That's a tough play. That's a really, really good setup for the layup.
Hawkins to Williams for three. In the face of Noah Reynolds.
And as a coach, you like that as long as they put the work in. And everything I've seen is that he does put the work in.
That's what Jamie Dixon says. He wants to get better. He takes coaching.
Yeah, he's going to be a really good player. This team, number one key for Jamie is going to be retention, because this team has got a real chance.
Chance McMillan from Dallas.
Baseline.
You know, Kansas always had multiple bigs, so we threw Azubuike every look we could. We were a big double team. We had big Kevin Samuel, who was down.
Their best player, Frankie Collins, on December 8th. He's out for the season. There's Trey White, a little too much mustard on that three-point attempt. And with all the youth that they have, the young players are starting to come around. Malik Diallo, Jace Posey, and Micah Robinson, all freshmen, all with career highs in scoring in the past couple of games.
And we've hardly talked about Micah Robinson tonight, and I love his game. I love his shot. He's aggressive. But he's got two freshmen out there most of the night.
Oh, the floater from Darian Williams.
Probably took some bad shots. No, he might have took a few rush shots, but he didn't take any bad shots. He really plays within himself. He's got such an upside to score the ball at the next level.
I can't really overstate that. That is the most dominant player right now in the Big 12 watching
this season. That's a great drive.
Reynolds to Wenzel. And the former Wyoming Cowboys cannot connect.
He had a kick out. He had a kick out for an open three. You don't need a tough turnaround.
Williams in rhythm. Ripping the...
This is where you pick your defense up. You stay with your man. You keep your activity.
The vision inside to Williams. Desmond Bain approves. McMillan for three. Tuck still alive.
Trouble. Step back from Dean. And the rebound, Texas Tech. And there's some Kevin Bacon to this game. You've got Grant McCaslin on the Texas Tech sideline. He coached Usman at UNT. And three from McMillan. Avery after the head and shoulder fake. Misses the layup. Anderson, the freshman, a three is down.
Really, ever since about the third Big 12 game, in my opinion, Hawkins has been a terrific floor general, playing the way more like Grant McCaslin likes his point guards to play.
after a missed three from Oklahoma State. Sidestep, launching. Anderson's 2 for 2 in Texas.
Game in Lubbock. Usman had a double-double, and he was able to be on the floor 27 minutes.
Hawkins, pocket pass. Toppin continues to deliver. Next dead ball sends us to immediate timeout. McMillan open for a three, and he cans it.
They go to Arizona today, and they hold Arizona in Tucson to 37% from the floor. So without watching the game, you know what happened. It became a grinder where Houston dictated the tempo, which is really tough to do to Arizona, especially down there.
Overton splashing.
There's nobody anywhere around the block for the paint area. Coach McCaslin just told Gary Parrish that they're really spreading Texas Tech out defensively. Toppin. 6-point Arizona State lead under a minute left here in the first half. Hawkins draws two. Man, Williams wide open triple. Knocks it down. Jihad, the drive, the long two, knocked to the floor, and Texas Tech races out. Walton, the finish off from the Sundowns. 9 of 17. And how about Walton at 8? Freeman sizes up Williams. Toppin with his 8th rebound. Walton hunting now. Walton couldn't. Silencer. This has been an offensive joy to watch. Wow. Oh, no, he's going to hit it again. Walton's going to hit it again. This has had a couple monster interior buckets from the Sun Devils in the second half. Phillips now with 13, 6 of 8 from the field. Both teams shooting north of 55% in this game. Toppin, the duck down low. Phillips with those 4 fouls.
Federico checks in for Texas Tech. Probably won't be Toppin on the bench for too long. Williams shoots the 3 and hits it. So there's the first bucket of the night. I think Toby Awaka took personally. And I'm sure he heard about how JT Toppin played in that game down in Lubbock. He's trying to leave his stamp on this one. There's Toppin finally from Hawkins and Vasar together. Hawkins had his shot blocked. Loose ball. Texas Tech had it ripped away, and then it was stolen right back. McMillan, 3, good. Now you give him an inning this year has been amazing. Top 10 3-point percentage in all of college basketball. Lewis again, right to the rim and missed it. Anderson 3, good. Back-to-back threes for Texas. He was 0 for 5 from the field in 13 minutes at Texas Tech. Williams answers. They are so good at scoring consistently at the rim. Toppin switches to that right hand. That's his second time. Bradley, that one goes off of Lewis. McMillan had to track it down. Just nothing easy for Texas Tech. They score anyway tonight. Texas Tech is very much in this game. Quickly down the court. They didn't guard Anderson. Hits a 3. Arizona just fell asleep. KJ Lewis playing real hard tonight. Henry Basal, though, is really sucking wind right now. I mean, he's exhausted. He couldn't get out to Toppin, who makes him pay. Everybody remembers Henry Basal for. Toppin attacks him, missed it, and then the ball saved. Williams shoots the 3 right side, got it to go. Those numbers are silly, though. Student athlete, look at that. Seriously, 17 and 3 all time in the playoffs. Williams, that one is good. So the schedule never lets up. They go to Kansas State next. Yeah, Kansas State, you saw them on that graphic, win streaks in the Big 12. Williams hits the 3.
Someone has his first bucket of the night.
John Moon is starting to figure it out, Rich. 11 and 9 last game, averaging 10 and 8 in the last 2. And you can't have plays.
6-point lead.
Looking to make it 9. In and out. Williams chases it down. McMillan, top of the key for 3. Here's Rob Wright. He leads the Bears with 10. O'Meara for 3. Short. Overton puts it in another gear and gets the and one.
Made the biggest improvement. His ability to get his feet set and knock it down from deep, something he wasn't doing early on in the season. I think that right there is starting to solidify him in that top 4 spot in this upcoming NBA draft.
And unfortunately for Scott Drew, who has led such a proud Baylor program, the only team who has been a top 3 seed in the last 4 NCAA tournaments. There's a lob from Hawkins to Federico. Team now trying to check Chance McMillan. Federico, offensive rebound. Here's McMillan from the wing. No dice for O'Meara that time. And Toppin chases it down. McMillan, can he do it again? And he Steph Curry'd that one. The Red Raiders are looking to make it 7 straight wins and 9 of their last 10. The hottest team in the Big 12, staying that way.
To be able to stop on a dime, rise up over the top of the defender. So good, so elite.
And an answer from one of the best 3-point shooters in the country, Chance McMillan. Now Roberts. And the dig by Hawkins forces the turnover. Bounce pass. There's a dunk by Tucker. They've got a switch. Walton cans it. Hawks last week. And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Tracked down by Hawkins.
You do not need a 3.
Williams will shoot a 3 and make it.
Next, 13 points per game over the last 5. Grant McCaslin makes him a happy head coach. He was known for a more methodical, slower pace at North Texas, his previous stop. They don't necessarily go fast, but it is an elite offense here in Lubbock.
Well, if you're TCU, you're going to show them different looks, so they throw the 2-3 at him. You got to get to the ball in the high post and do what they just did right there.
But you've got firepower to spare if you're Grant McCaslin. Hawkins was looking for his second 3 make of the night. Bounce pass inside, J.T. Toppin. Too easy for the big fella. Loss, but Isaiah Manning was able to build some confidence against UCF. 7 points in 14 minutes. The most for him since the season opener. He keeps that confidence going. Here's McMillan, driving kick. Hawkins to the paint. Inside, Toppin, that deadly left job done. And just a freshman cuts it to 1.
He's got such a bright future, and I love how he attacks the rim.
The response! Take it to Toppin. White in transition. What a play by McMillan. Ripped it free. Anderson. One puck. Has some.
And Hawkins launching. Oh, way off. He's actually 1 for his last 13 from downtown after a nice hot stretch. Chance McMillan, much better from 6 to shoot for the Pokes. Jennings in traffic. Hawkins swipes it. Walton, the sidestep. Got another one.
It happens because Avery sprints the floor, flattens out the defense, and so Usman able to step into that trail 3.
Toppin down low. He scored.
Davis on top and inside, but a nice job of Oklahoma State rotating over defensively.
There's another 3 for
Usman allowed him to get just enough space because he rolled hard to that block so Thompson could get into some rhythm.
5th straight game, Bryce Thompson has scored at least 15 points.
He leads the Pokes again today. Overton for three. Money!
To this opening half. Mitchell backing his way in, finding real estate, and missed it too hard off the glass.
Tough shot, though. He took about 10 dribbles to get to where he wanted to go. With each dribble, that defense shrinks and makes it tough to shoot over the top.
Elijah Hawkins, who leads the conference in assists, gets one there. 4 minutes to play. Thomas lost it behind his back. Back-to-back turnovers for the Bearcats.
Too tight in there, trying to make that behind-the-back move right in the middle of the floor. A lot of hands and arms active defensively for Texas Tech.
Go back to Toppin. Mitchell all over him and one. Toppin, the strength.
And it's Texas Tech ball. McMillan coming off the screen, puts it on the deck, guarded by Caleb Love, Arizona's leading scorer. Here's Hawkins, one of the top assist men in the country. Pull-up jumper is good from Darian Williams. It's going to work. Mentioned Arizona winning 7 straight. That's the 3rd longest streak in the Big 12. Iowa State's won 12 in a row. Three-pointer. McMillan getting a lot of touches early on. Good kick out. The 3 not there for Hawkins. Offensive rebound, Federico. Gets it back and slams it home. What a great look by.
But here now all go. They've done a better job of putting him in good positions on the elbow or slightly off the block to allow Trey Townsend more success.
Toppin hits a 3. That's the 4th 3. That ends a 7-0 run by Arizona to start the second half. Townsend thought he was fouled. Tech looking to run. Pull up 3. Anderson hits in transition. The first fast break. Arizona this season. Caleb Love, good look down low to Owaka. And Federico may have altered that shot. Love only took 6 shots in the first half, 4 points. Did have 2 assists and 5 rebounds. Toppin drops that one in.
Completion percentage, 41 touchdowns to 7 interceptions and 3 Super Bowls.
Good job by Hawkins in the second half.
I go to Toppin right here. He's got 15 and 15. Get him in that little short roll area if you can. He's coming to set the screen. Watch the roll and look for him if you can get it.
Timers at 7. Now they go to Toppin with 3. Turnaround jump shot. And the lead is messing up. Shot clock at 5. Now backing down. Skip pass. Open is McMillan. Can't bury it. Long rebound. Townsend had it. And then Federico takes it away. Here's Toppin on the baseline. Attacks and scores.
Kill of the first half for Kansas State.
McDaniel, no. Ball volleyballed around, scooped up by Hawkins.
What a
beautiful
pass.
Federico. Coach Grant McCaslin loves this roster he's put together of hard workers that just give him all the effort he could ask for.
And you can still tell that JT Toppin is not 100% yet. But when he does get there, it's impossible to slow down. He's more than just a shooter. Everybody talks about his elite three-point shooting. Man, he can really put it on the deck and make plays when he has to.
Hawkins with 4 assists to 1 turnover so far. Overton, the triple, and not another 2 steals for Gasson. Here's Toppin. A little show and go, goes up with the left, trickles off the rim. Williams keeps it alive. Anderson left wide open, his triple. That'll quiet the...
Only Federico can get it.
13 foul of the half for Kansas State. Hawkins has a step again to Federico up high. He brings it down. Gasson staying tall. It's going to be another foul, and the bucket's good. Jones regains the loose rock. To the other Jones in the corner, just rolls off. And it's an 11-0 Texas Tech run in the making. Federico closes the lid.
You know, probably at least 8 teams in the NCAA tournaments. Still potential for 9 or 10 as well.
A turnover on the other end by Coleman Hawkins as he stepped out of bounds. And so Texas Tech, as we mentioned, has been on a tear from their defense leading to offense, efficient shooting. Trying to build upon this lead. Williams body to body, and that's the frame that you can't compete with.
Love this kid's moxie and fearlessness. Lipsy off the mark. Weak side rebound to number 4 in White.
And they're ready to take the lid off the USA.
The playoff teams have guys like this that come in and they're quietly efficient. And he has been a great addition to this team for 1 year.
Williams, another 3. 5 turnovers for Iowa State. Texas Tech has scored 10 points in their last 4 possessions. Nice feed.
Shot up, really nicely done. A lot of poise for this young guy.
Gilbert got swallowed up by the Tech defense. First 3 of the game for the best 3, and he misses them both. Texas Tech has led throughout. They're up by 7. Overton, left-handed 3, got it. And another dot.
And tell his team, hey, they're going at Williams early, so we got to really crowd the paint. And that's what they did right there.
Number 5 in White, Williams with 3 fouls. Number 3 with the ball. Elijah Hawkins with 3 for Grant McCaslin. And that is assist numbers. It's McMillan for 3. He got it back. Hawkins checks the ball screen, gets it to Anderson, and he's got a triple.
Cultures, toughness, it's going to be tested today for sure.
Walton, 3-point specialist, but another offensive rebound, this time by McMillan.
Don't think of him as just a shooter. He has become part of that gritty DNA we've talked about.
Now Toppin for 3. The big man. This is where Iowa State makes their head.
Well, and I think you've got to attack JT Toppin in those 2 games up in Utah against Utah and BYU. Both teams went after JT in part to try to get him in foul trouble.
Toppin, left hand off the window.
Completely different player, Rich, than he was even a year ago.
Now Brandon Chatfield also on for Otzelberger, number 33 in gold. Elijah Hawkins coming off an outstanding game against BYU, but that time he gets the dime.
Oak Hill Academy in Virginia. Saunders launches. Williams tries his hand at one, and he hits.
That's a very elusive thing, the quad 1 win for a lot of coaches in college basketball. Some are still out there hunting for their first one. And now that people know the formula, what makes a tournament-worthy team? You see more pressure put, more attention paid to those types of numbers.
Texas Tech ranked 21st in the net, despite not having a quad 1. Remember, Saunders was in the transfer portal along with Dallin Hall with the coaching change, but they signed up once they talked with Kevin Young and understood exactly what was coming to Provo.
If you've got aspirations to win, as soon as he took the job, it was obvious you needed.
Open look for Mag. K to the offensive rebound. That doesn't drop. A chance to tie or take the lead. How about the lead? McMillan gives it. Now 26 years old, and he's been married for 4+ years.
Man,
talk about maturity.
Maturity, got a mortgage, a wife, kids. He's out here hooping for real.
Oh, Chance McMillan.
Came in Waco, but was great against Iowa when he had 25, so you know it's in there.
Utah took that first big blow from Texas Tech and has hung around. Hawkins, the lob for Federico, finishes on top of Love.
Even as a Gabe Matson long term for them, because in this league you have to have great point guard play and toughness there. Pete, you've been doing a bunch of these games. You see McMillan knock that down right there.
You hear the reception from the crowd. Williams falling away. Scooting in for the offensive board is McMillan, and he's rewarded with the 3-try from the corner and drills it in front of the...
Yeah, Darren Williams was not great Tuesday against UCF. I mean, you look at what he did last year for Texas Tech. His versatility, can score inside out, shoots it well, makes the right pass. He's really a problem matchup-wise for defenses because you can't concentrate on any one thing or two things.
The lob from Hawkins. Federico beats the shot clock. Mason Madsen launches a 3.
You talked about some things that the Utes need to do the second half. You know, they're playing a team that shoots the 3 as well as they do.
That international style of play is physical, and so is he. And he's also a real vocal communicator, is Little. Here's Texas Tech. Overton. Oh, answers right back.
That's how the matchup finds you. I thought it was so well put, but they have to get Matson going at some point.
Hawkins fires it up court to Federico, who seemed...
The potency of Texas Tech's offense. You know, the first half, you know, Hawkins early makes. McMillan got going as they closed out the half. Federico was 5 of 6 from the floor. And Williams had 7 points. Well, it's been him the second half with his 10 points and how efficient he has been.
Miro Little lost sight of Toppin.
Improve your draft position.
Yeah, save the improvement for the summer. If it comes naturally in the flow and it's good for the team chemistry, then by all means, fire away.
Tech can retake the lead here. Hawkins finds Toppin trailing, and Toppin puts Tech.
For 8, you got to get on Hall. I think they're afraid of his driving ability, but he's got this stroke from the outside working tonight.
Largest lead of the game for UCF. Toppin on the interior. Count it, and the foul against Johnson. Deflected and stolen by Williams. Hawkins back to McMillan. Texas Tech.
On it, Mr. Harris.
Freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. That's Errol White flying in there, unable to tip that ball in. Overton, long three, and he got it. Yeah. Fields' jumper is good, and he's on the board.
Yeah, can't allow second and third opportunities if the Red Raiders just don't have the firepower inside or the size today.
Longtime Red Raider fans remember a similar growth story, and there's a commanding lead for the Red Raiders.
And adding to those statistics that we showed earlier about field goal percentage and three-point percentage and free throw percentage.
Assist.
The old Grinch stole Christmas, right?
Stole his jump hook shot there, and the Red Raiders come away with it. Hawkins trying to navigate down the floor, left it for McMillan, and he got it. Thought you were quoting Ferris Bueller's Day Off for a moment with the life comes at you fast.
It does, yes, it does.
Oh, here's Chance McMillan with the 3 and the break, and the Red Raiders have 11. Dixon trying to just bully his way in against D5, way off the mark on that hook, and the Red Raiders are in a hurry. Elijah Hawkins gave it right back to D5. Reward the guy for running the look like a 60% shooter.
Listed at 6'10", 185.
Well, he could put on a few pounds. Oh, great look again. And Kevin Overton has 15 in the ball.
Under 6 minutes left in the first half. McBride battling off the glass, can't get it to fall. Remember, this is an Oral Roberts team that is undermanned tonight without Sam Alachiki on the other hand.
Texas Tech doing a really good job with their perimeter defense. When ORU gets to the paint, they're able to chest up and not allow any angles.
Fighting through injuries, and right now a very difficult Texas Tech team. The Golden Eagles having trouble. Hawkins slows down the pace, but then quickly finds Anderson.
won by 20. You have to put that in the past and focus one game at a time and be locked in for a whole 40 minutes.
Coach McCaslin says he talked to someone who he really thinks highly of, involved with analytics, and the person said, hey, you know, you guys have a team that basically could get a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. You know, around that, he said the bad news is you're probably the 6th best team in the Big 12. Oh, Federico.
They're not allowing Tech to get some clean threes. But also, if you notice, whenever Hawkins comes off of the ball screen, A&M's hands automatically go up, and they're getting deflections.
Yalaho the handoff to Hawkins. Now Hawkins working on Taylor. And there's a 3. Kevin O. And now he has turned the trick in College Station. He is a Texan by native, and he is one of the more interesting head coaches in all of basketball.
That jacket is clean. On the sidelines, I will say.
Enjoy it while you can, King, because you might not see it much longer.
His jacket game is fire.
Here's Overton, back-to-back threes, and they were 5 for 15 from 3, so the three-point line has really been the line of demarcation in this game, and why Texas A&M has the 3-point lead.
But for Tech, in this half, Chance McMillan, Darion Williams have to step up and have to be aggressive.
Here's McMillan, right out of the gate with a Well, Texas Tech has hung with them step for step, despite not having their leading scorer, JT Toppin, available with a lower leg injury. 4 minutes to go. Williams, nowhere to hunt. Now he goes top of the key and cans the 3-point.
5 for the Blue Demons, led by Isaiah Rivera at just a hair under 15 points per game. It's an entirely new DePaul roster. Not a single minute returning from last year's team. Open look, Walton, and he drills it. Who pulled the trigger? Texas Tech claims it. Williams has his second board.
Almost every shot DePaul's taken has been under duress.
Williams +1. Underneath, double cups. Left point 3 in right to round it out. DePaul's already attempted 16 threes, Coach.
Well, today's modern coach and
Federico in terms of percentage. Downhill blocker, bumping, banging, and a steal. Texas Tech, they play it ahead. Overton draws the whistle, count the basket.
good move, just play on. Nothing there.
A 3-game lead for the Big East. Big 12 still searching for their first win in this Big 12 Big East battle. Villanova takes down Cincinnati. Providence thumps BYU last night, and most recently UConn over Baylor.
Yeah, it's been a week basically since this Texas Tech team played in a game. That one falls in. Right, that Coach McCaslin talked about, you know, with his team in New York, is we've got to figure out a way when the three-point shots aren't falling. How else can we win? And you do it by getting the floor with him. He will find you, so you better be ready for it. That was coming fast.
Oh, lobbed it up there for Federico, who slams it home.
You're going to see a different Texas Tech team defensively try to create points off turnovers. Syracuse has to take care of the ball. 11 turnovers in their loss yesterday. And also for them, something that's going to be really huge in this ball game is just the way they attack the glass and can they rebound.
The first 2 points, no. Lampkin was just a star all over the court yesterday. He's hit here. Recovers his own miss. Lampkin in traffic left it short. A strong rebound to Kevin Overton. 6'5" sophomore from Drake off the bench. Hawkins. Williams steps inside Freeman, and that's just too easy.
Really cradled the ball. He kept it on one side, which is something so smart. You keep a player on one side, don't bring the ball back towards him. Keep it extended away from the defense, and that's what JJ was able to do.
Dealt with an injury last year that affected his shooting mechanics.
So he's become more of a slasher, though the shot is better, and it was better during the second half of the season last year. Hawkins late in the shot clock. Toppin. And Toppin finishes strong over Freeman. Johnson yesterday did a tremendous job. Left that way short. Here's Hawkins, who can be a one-man break. Syracuse back to recover, except for McMillan.
Down to 3.
It's what you talked about yesterday, right? Not just going full speed all the time.
Sometimes you could take what the game gives you.
And it gives you another good look. McMillan for a moment. Good recovery by Starling. Open man is Overton. And Williams another offensive rebound.
Well, why are they getting offensive rebounds? Because they're swinging the ball and the defense is extending.
Hawkins would like Toppin to step up here. And Toppin calmly strokes it. He's got so much great basketball happening right now. Simpson. Not quite what you wanted.
Well, it was a great closeout by Elijah Hawkins. He got his hands up really early, and it forced Simpson to do a double clutch move there. Man, he's so under control. Good hands by Hawkins.
Hawkins for McMillan. Conniving, Kevin, please. 5 to shoot. Corner 3. No, close. Rare.
Look up, look up.
By Reynolds. Here's McMillan from Hawkins. Hawkins with the
additional starting lineup for Grant McCaslin.
And more right off the bat. 3-pointer not good. And the Red Raiders come away with the basketball. Red Raiders have Elijah Hawkins, Kerwin Walton, Darion Williams, Chance McMillan, and the big man JT Toppin double team down low. The Red Raiders back out front. And Kerwin Walton.
Until you can kind of penetrate and crack the code there, you'll continue to see it. That's another miss.
Walton's 3 does not go. Cambridge kept it alive for the Red Raiders, who early this season shooting 57.5% from the floor.
And each time down, though, that JT Toppin doesn't touch it inside is a win. For the Golden Lions. And you see McCaslin, it's a step back 3 right there, and you will take that.
Under pressure as the shot clock was running down. Hawkins slapped that ball away. Darion layup at the other end and points off. Red Raiders have made 4 of their last 5 shots from the field. Playing smaller with the 6'8" Devin Cambridge in the post. Nine on the shot clock. Great look inside by Hawkins. Very
there, uncharacteristic.
Yeah, determined to go inside and lobbed it up, and now he just takes it back. Look out, Overton. Got it. Hawkins.
In the good graces of my head coach.
Christian Moore for Arkansas Pine Bluff. He's got 8 in this ball game. Chance McMillan, another 3 on the way, and it's good.
Phil kind of older in that.
Off the bench, both of them at 6'9". Taller than any Red Raider who is on the floor at the moment.
Yeah,
Devin Cambridge at 6'8", your biggest.
And you've gone small tonight. You've kind of had to. Can't play. There's again.
The second time the Golden Lions have been at the free throw line in these final 20 minutes. Not a lot of action there. Red Raiders have shot only 2 free throws in this second half.
Staying in that zone, the Golden Lions.
Oh, JT Toppin, another assist by a lot
of focus, but some not.
Moore with another long 3 off the iron, and Christian Anderson, the Red Raider freshman guard, came out of there with the ball. Still more than 8 minutes to play here tonight. Oh, and another great look by Hawkins. He's going to have 10 assists now. Smith are the referees tonight. Kind of hard to double team Elijah Hawkins in the open floor.
Toppin quick to the rack and scores. Trying to get on the board when misses a pair of free throws, but the Cowboys come down with a loose ball. It's tipped away, and here's Hawkins. Christian Anderson, 8 Red Raiders. Federico on for Texas Tech as well. Red Raiders had 6 players in that first half play more than 10 minutes in the ball game. Federico got it back from Hawkins. Wyoming turnover. Red Raiders have Hawkins, Federico, and how about that?
Oh, was not ready for that one.
Looking for the curve. That ball taken away by Hawkins. Left it for Federico, who dunks it.
Yeah, speaking of Devin Cambridge, you know, it was in an early non-conference game in December, and it altered Texas Tech's team for a bit. They had to completely adjust.